Hi, I'm Erin McIntosh. I'm the occupational therapist in the newborn intensive care unit in the newborn nurseries, and my job is to make sure that a baby's development is supported and that your baby is comfortable during their NICU stay. In the beginning, we'll focus on what we can do and what you can do as parents to make sure that your baby is comfortable while they're here. When babies kind of get a little bit older, we do different things. We take a look at your baby's strength. We take a look at their muscle tone. We take a look at how they're moving their head, how they're interacting with their caregivers, and then we might prescribe an exercise program to go along with that. So today we're going to show you some babies that were born at 27 weeks gestation that are now close to full term, and we're looking to see what play activities they may or may not be ready for. So one of the first things that we do after a baby hits about 35 weeks gestation is we start to remove some of the boundaries in the crib to simulate kind of a safe environment that they will be sleeping in at home. When babies leave our NICU, we follow a back to sleep protocol, which the recommendation is that babies be strictly on their backs to sleep, and there are no extra blankets in the crib. So once a baby hits about 35 or 36 weeks gestation, we start to remove some of the boundaries in the crib. One of the things that we do for a baby that's getting ready to go home is we check their muscles and make sure that there's no extra tightness in the muscles, and we make sure that their arms and legs are working the way that they should. My little guys. Hi. Where's your passy? So we spend a lot of time observing infant movement and seeing what we can do to make babies more comfortable. Okay, come on, honey. Hey, Jeanette. So for a baby this age, what I'm looking for is that he's moving all of his arms and legs through full range of motion. I'm checking to make sure that his muscles don't seem tight in any one direction. And I'm looking to see how alert or how awake he is during his care times. So this little guy is becoming more and more awake the further we go. Hi. And what I'm going to do is just take a quick look at his muscles just to make sure that his muscles haven't gotten too tight from being swaddled. His muscles look great. Does that feel good? So with your babies, I might recommend some stretching or some exercises that will help kind of their muscles grow and develop after you leave the hospital. Great. Okay. One of the fun things that the occupational therapist and the physical therapist get to do here is playtime activities. So we know that babies that reach a certain level of alertness want something to do. So what we start doing with them is play exercises. So we might start tummy time, we might start side lying and sitting, and all of those things help to promote gross motor milestones after they leave. So I'm going to show you an example of tummy time. I'm going to put this baby on his belly, only because he has an empty belly. So what we're seeing is this little guy start to wiggle his bum a little bit. It's kind of a pre-crawling movement. And he'll start to push and push and push with you. So tummy time is a really important exercise that we do with all babies that are born early to really strengthen their trunk and their core muscles. And we do know, the research has proven that that does make a big difference in terms of what that baby does from a gross motor standpoint. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to put him on his side, see if that wakes him up a little bit more. And by putting a baby on their side, what they're doing is they start to work on, they start to work on things like holding a rattle or holding a pacifier. They work on hand-to-hand motion, which helps with holding toys a little bit later on. So oftentimes when parents are home, I would recommend that they lie on the floor next to their baby and play with them in this position. See, he's doing a beautiful job holding his own pacifier. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right, so the next position I'm going to show you is sitting. Sitting is a great position. It helps work on socialization, but it also helps to work on head and neck control, and it stretches the muscles in the hips that sometimes get a little bit tight. So that's the last position I'm going to show you today. There you go. Hi. All right, so now this little guy is doing a great job in sitting. He's got really, really good head control. He's not pushing against me. And he's learning how to sit for the first time, which is helping to work on his heart and his lungs. Okay, this is a great position to socialize with your baby and to talk to your baby. So he looks great. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to let him rest for a little bit. It's time for his feeding. All right, here we go.